guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have the latest Colouring Heaven, and it is Nouveau Fantasy Special, and this is 40 intricate and elegant fantasy designs by Leonhard. And you can pick these up from the Anthem Publishing site, or if you're lucky enough in the UK you can pick them up in newsagents and supermarkets, and I think in the US you can pick them up in Barnes and Noble as well, but you can, if you're overseas, still subscribe. Okay, as usual in the first cover you have a bit here about the artist, and then you have your colour combination chart there. I hope this lighting is okay. Let's see. Right, the first picture we have is a dragon with smoke coming out of his nose, and he is sitting reading a book, surrounded by lots of other books. There are also fairies as well sitting in the corners. Now a lot of these pictures seem to be in this sort of round frame, but they are all different. Number 2, the second one, is a dragon and a maiden sitting on a rock ledge looking at a castle. So that one will be a nice one to do. Then we have number 3, which is a unicorn standing on a rock with sort of smoke around him, and another one of these round things framing him. Right, number 4 is a maiden with a unicorn. Looks like they're in water, but it might just be the smoke surrounding them. Number 5 is a landscape one, which is a troll playing some kind of chess sort of game with a dragon, and you've got maidens and knights and castles and all sorts of things like that in that one. Okay, number 6 is a flying dragon flying over a castle, surrounded by a sort of Celtic knot circle frame there. Number 7 is called Bard of the Green Wood, and that's a young man playing I think it's called a lute, in the woods, with a castle in the background. And then we have, if I can get the pages apart, this is the trouble when books are new, you can never get the pages apart. Right, number 8, Lord of the Reedy River. This is a maiden in a boat with swans, with river, and it's sort of look like a sort of lily and reed border there on the top. That one's quite a nice one to do. Not too keen on dragons myself, but I might colour one, you never know, your luck. I'm more into fairies and maidens and things really. Then we have this one, which is another dragon flying over a castle, and he's got like a Celtic knot frame around him as well. Number 10 is a dragon in flight. Looks like he's talking to a unicorn that's on a sort of steep cliff, and there's unicorns in the corner. Hope you can see this okay. Then we have looks like a maiden on the back of a horse, in warrior mode, and there's another horse and a warrior there, looks like who's either going the same way as her or obviously is about to fight her. She's got her looks like a bow, so she could be using bows and arrows, and she's got her armour and things on, and so is the horse. It's 11, wasn't it? Yeah, 12. It's a dragon, and he's standing with smoke coming out of his nose, and looks like he's talking to the the guy there with the sword. Doesn't look like he's got armour or anything on yet, so he's not ready to fight. 13. Not sure about this one. There's horses, there's men with armour, there's Celtic knots, there's men being carried away from the scene, obviously injured in battle. So yeah, quite a lot on that one. 14. This is called Parsifal. I'm not sure what this one means. But there is a young man with his sword. There's a lady there, maiden, and there's another man. I'm not sure what he's doing there, but looks like he's conjuring something up. Okay, number 15 is a knight with all his armour on in a boat, and he's called Lohengrin. Probably pronounced that totally wrong, but so yeah, he's in the boat, which has got a swan front, or he's about to run over a swan, one of the two, and the castle in the background there. 16, we have a mermaid with a dragon, probably underwater with the water dragon, and there's shells and fish and all sorts of things on that one. If I can get this apart. Number 17. This one is a dragon coming out of the sea, with Celtic knot circle around him again, and there's a boat full of sailors and that there. Looks like they're going to be eaten up by the dragon. Number 18 is one I've started, which is a unicorn and a maiden sitting by a tree with the castle in the background. That's the one I've started. Just take out my thing there. Right, number 19 is the Green Man. Now, I've done a similar one to this in another book, and I can't remember what book it was. It might have been Linda Ravenscroft, I think, might have been. But it was a very, very similar design to this one, which I enjoyed doing. This one would be great for Christmas time. It's the Holly King, and he's obviously got lots of holly, and he's got birds, I'm assuming they're robins, and he's got his crown of holly on and his big thick winter coat. So that would be a great one for Christmas, and he's surrounded by bits of holly. Number 21, Dryad Dance. I always thought dryads were sort of mermaid creatures, but she's not. She's got legs and branches, or one leg.
Forest creatures.
Forest creatures, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got lots of branches. I'm not sure if she's got another leg or not. It's probably hidden behind the branches. And flowing hair and green men in the border triangle. Number 22 is called Hern, and he is I can't think of the word again.
He's a forest god.
Forest god. Half man and half horse, which is, I can't think of the name.
Half.
But he's got antlers as well, so
deer.
half deer. Yeah, half deer because of his antlers. So he's half and half, surrounded by other lungs. But it tells you here. Sometimes it doesn't tell you. Sometimes it's just a number, but it does tell you there who Hern was. This one is just number 23, which is a close-up of a unicorn, which fairies around it as well. So that's quite a nice one to do. 24 is a maiden in the water. Looks like she's asking for help from the unicorn, or maybe she's trying to tempt the unicorn next to her. Who knows, but that's quite nice one to do. Next one is a 25 as a dragon, just breathing smoke. Looks like he's on a pile of gold and treasures and all sorts of things there.
Smoke.
Number 26 is another maiden with a dragon. Looks like them are getting on. Doesn't look like he's attacking her in that one. So that's quite good, and Celtic knot border. 27. This is called The Maiden, the Mother and the Crone, and obviously
I know which one you are.
The crone, thank you, darling.
I never said that.
You didn't need to. And cheeky husband there.
It's actually a witch, but never mind.
So that's quite a nice one to do. So he's calling me a witch now, honestly. Yeah, that looks quite a nice one to do. Number 28 is Tam Lin, and there's a maiden getting attacked by a snake and a lion, and maybe I don't know if they're protecting her, or one of them's protecting her, or the other one, or they're both attacking her, but there's fairies and other things in there, and it does tell you the story about Tam Lin on this side. 29 is another dragon in flight, breathing fire with Celtic knot frame. Number 30 is another dragon with another Celtic knot frame. Looks like he's standing on bricks this time, which I quite like colouring bricks. So you never know, I might end up doing that one. 31 is another maiden and a unicorn, surrounded by a border of what looks like lilies. That one I would probably do as well. It's quite a nice one. Number 32 is another unicorn, looking over a wall at a fairy in a bird bath, by the looks of that. And that's got a frame of looks like lilies again, with some fairies and that in there. Number 33 is a landscape one, and that is a dragon with a maiden and her knight in shining armour and the castle in the background, and it's a frog with his crown on. I think he's offering her a cup of tea, and she's debating which one she takes the tea off. The frog is, will he turn into a prince, or the knight in shining armour? Well, there's even a little mouse there with a cup of tea for her, and the dragon as well has got his cup of tea, and there's even a Cheshire cat hidden in the corner up here, so that's quite funny, that one. Right, number 34, let me make sure you're in frame, is another dragon. Looks like he's talking to an old man or a wizard, and it looks like maybe the man is checking the dragon's teeth. So it looks like he's at the dragon dentist, and the man is standing on what looks like blocks of wood, or maybe books even, not sure about that. Yeah, but he's the dragon's dentist. 35 is called Morgan Le Fay, and I'm sure we all know who that is, but there is a little bit about Morgan Le Fay there, so that's that one. That's quite a nice one. Then we have Merlin, and we all know who Merlin is as well, and he's got his staff, and there's dragons in the border, there's owls. Don't think there's anything strange hidden in that one. Right, 37 is Lady of the Lake, and she's in, I'm not sure if she's in the water, but she's got a couple of swans next to her, and her staff and chalices and lilies and reeds and all kinds of things. Next one is Arthur, King Arthur. So that's King Arthur with his sword and his armour on and his crown on, ready to do battle. 39 is Guinevere. We all know who that is, I'm sure. She's surrounded by flowers, I'm not sure what type they are. There's a castle, and yeah, that's another one that I will be doing. And the last one is Lancelot, and there he is, the dashing Lancelot, on his trusty steed, surrounded by sun, castle, flowers, fleur-de-lis, and a sort of Celtic knot border. And that's the end, guys. And the back of the book looks just like that, and it's called Nouveau Fantasy Special, and that's from Anthem Publishing. So that's that, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you. Bye.